Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be what I've gotten done basically ever. There's quite a few videos on my channel showing some of the procedures I've gotten done, but not everything. So I kind of wanted to explain to you guys what I've gotten done, why I did it. By no means does this video mean go ahead and get plastic surgery. Not at all. It's just my preferences, what I've done, what I've been through, my experience. And then I've seen a lot of questions down in the comments in some of my videos that I just kind of wanted to address, give you guys a little bit more information, because some of those videos were done about a year ago, and ever since then I've gotten more knowledge, and I've been through more things to where I know a little bit more about fillers and surgeries and things like that. So let's get started. The main question I get on all my channels is basically about my lips and if I've gotten lip fillers. Clearly most of you guys already know that I've gotten lip fillers before. I've posted it on Instagram and I've done a video here on YouTube. So some of the questions I get in regards to my lips is how many syringes did I get? So I think I addressed this on the last video and it hasn't really changed. I want you guys to know that I've gotten lip fillers for about a year and a half, maybe 2 years already. Yeah, I think it's gonna be 2 years by the end of this month. Actually, by like tomorrow. Yeah, by the 30th. It's gonna be 2 years since I've gotten my first ever lip injections. And let me tell you, I've gone through different stages to where at first I wanted to get my lips super big. And then I kind of stopped for a while. Went on this whole lip filler kind of uphill to where I was putting one syringe in my lips, sometimes up to 2 syringes in my lips every 3 months, I want to say, until I got them to the size I wanted. After that, I stopped putting any kind of filler in my lips for about 6 months, and I just recently did my lips again after 6 months. The reason was that I had to build up my lips to the size I wanted them. Once I got them to the perfect size, that was about 6-7 syringes in. Then I could kind of lay back on the fillers and just kind of let them break down naturally. And then once I saw them starting getting smaller again, which is about 6 months later, is when I went back in and got one more syringe. So at the beginning, I was going into Flawless Laser Center. That's where I get my lips done. I was going in there every 2 to 3 months, getting 1, sometimes 2 syringes. And once I got them to the size I wanted, then that completely stopped. And now I just go in every about 6 months or so just to get them touched up. And you guys, it's literally like crazy, because at first I felt like I was putting filler and filler and I just wasn't seeing the results I wanted. But the thing that people do not understand is that just because it's filler doesn't mean from one day to another and you just go in and you're gonna get huge lips. You really have to build it up, and you just have to be careful not to add too much at a time and just gradually start building them. It takes a little bit longer, but the results are way better. Kind of just think of it kind of like when you have dark hair and you're going to blonde. You have to build it up. You cannot just go in there with crazy amount of bleach at one time and hope to go platinum blonde. Your hair is gonna fall off, something's gonna happen. So it's kind of like that with lips. I mean, your lips aren't gonna clearly fall off, but you want to just gradually build your way to the size that you want. A lot of people were asking me how long they lasted. Like I said at the beginning, I would go in there every 2 to 3 months, and now I go in there about 6-7 months. So yeah, that changed a little bit, which is great because I don't have to be visiting the office that often. Recently I have been getting my cheeks done. I've been getting cheek filler. Mainly how it all started was that I have this kind of, I don't know what it's called, but there was like literally like a line right here and made me look tired all the time, and I wanted to get it filled. And I went in and I got under eye filler. That was the first thing I got. I got under eye filler right here to kind of get rid of that line, but for some reason that line was being so stubborn, it just wasn't working. So I went in there, I did some research online, and I wanted to see like how I could get rid of that line, because clearly just putting filler in there wasn't working. So then I don't remember where I came across, I think it was some article, and basically they were talking about cheek filler and how this once you put cheek filler, it kind of, you know, lifts your face a little. And when I did that, I noticed that the line would disappear. So then I got this bright idea, why don't I get cheek filler? So I went in for cheek filler, and it's kind of like one of those things you don't know what to expect. Like, I was kind of nervous because I didn't want my face to completely change and then come out looking like, you know, like I can't even take myself serious. But I just didn't know how I wanted to go about getting actual filler in my face, because that completely sometimes changes your face, and you know, that's something I didn't really want to do. So I went into Flawless Laser Center and I told them what I wanted to do, why I wanted to do it. So they did recommend to go 1 syringe on each side, because, you know, we have to make it symmetrical. 1 syringe on each side, and just see how that affected the area, how it helped it, how it shaped my face. So I went in there, got 1 syringe, and I completely saw the difference. Like, I fell in love with the difference, but I could still see it. And the thing was that it kind of got almost rid of it, but not quite. So then I went ahead, I waited about, I want to say about 3 or 4 weeks, and then I went back in. And the reason for that was that I wanted the filler to settle in. I wanted it to set, and I wanted to know where it was going to be before I went ahead and added more filler. So just like my lips, I had to wait, and then I went back, got another full syringe on each side, and that was it. Like, I think it lasts about two years or so, but it's did wonders, because now, like, that line is completely gone. I don't see it, which I am so excited for, because it literally always made me feel super tired. So yeah, it's just one of those things that I was very, very happy that I got done. When it comes to filler, I've literally just gotten my lips filled and my cheeks filled. I have gotten Botox. I don't really get Botox around my face just because I really don't have wrinkles. But the one place I do get Botox is right in the center of my forehead, and that's because you guys, I am so blind. I am blind as a bat. Is that what it's called? Like, I can't see anything. Like, even right now when I'm looking at my viewfinder, I'm just like, am I in focus? I can't tell. Like, I can't see really. And so I'm always like squinting, causing this line right here, which just looked in the mirror, and I have to go in there for some more Botox. But basically I would just get about 16 units or so on my forehead, just so that it prevents me from squinting and getting that line, because once you do it so much, like for me, my makeup started to crease there, and you could tell, and it just looked like I had one huge wrinkle in my face. So that's the only place I get Botox. I don't get Botox anywhere else in my face. I'm sure with time and age I'll probably look into getting it in different areas, but for now we're just kind of laying low on the whole Botox, just getting a little bit of an amount where it's needed, and that for me is just in between my brows. The other thing, and the last procedure, I feel like I keep talking about different things I've gotten done, and it just makes it seem like I've changed so many things about me, but honestly it's not that much. The last procedure I did do, and this one, honestly, I don't even know why I did it. I think it was just mainly curiosity. Like, it wasn't even something that I wanted to do. There was no purpose to it, but I just wanted to try it. So I was like, you know what, like, who's gonna see the difference? Like, that was my mentality. And that was getting the, what is that thing called? It was getting the Kybella. So I got Kybella done under my chin for that double chin, which, like I said, I really didn't need it. But I did see it sometimes when I would turn I would see kind of a little bit of something there, so I wanted to kind of get rid of it. And let me tell you what Kybella is. Kybella is just this liquid that they inject you with, and it basically breaks down the fat that you have there, so fat won't grow again there, and it basically just gets rid of it. But the one thing I will tell you, that is the most painful procedure I've ever gotten. Not for the needles, not for the amount of injections they put, because you guys, they put a lot of injections. They literally do like map this whole thing out, and they have little circles, right? And in every single dot, they inject you. So it's like about 30 injections that they put, which that doesn't hurt. To me, that was nothing. 5 minutes after the procedure, oh my god, that hurts so bad. It just literally feels like everything is on fire, like on fire. And it probably lasts about 1 to 2 minutes, but let me tell you, the longest 1-2 minutes of my life, I was literally there holding an ice, and I was like, why did I do this? Or why did I do this? Like, there was no need for me to get this done. Yeah, it was just funny because I was literally driving. It was when I was still back up north, and I was in LA for the weekend, and I was like, you know what, let's go ahead and go try it. So I took my mom, and the whole ride back, I'm holding on to this ice pack, and I'm like, Mom, why did you let me do this? Like, this is the stupidest thing I've done. This hurts so bad. I didn't even need it. And the worst part, you guys, for the next like 1 to 2 weeks, I looked like a frog, you know, like those frogs that inflate. That's how it is, because it's so filled with liquid that it literally gets swollen and inflates so big, and it's gross because you touch it and you can feel like the liquid just kind of going through your skin. Oh, it was a bad decision right there. Like, it took me about probably a month to not have to feel anything, because even though like it only hurt for that 1-2 minutes after I got it done, after the next month or so, it was sore. It hurt really bad. Like, if I touched it, and it wasn't like infected or anything, it was just the liquid doing its thing, breaking down all the fat. But yeah, you guys, I did it once. I don't think I'll do it again. I really don't need to, and that really taught me a lesson. Like, don't do things that you really don't need. Like, just stick to the minimal, whatever you need to get done, and that's it. Don't try to experiment, because there's some things that if you really don't need, don't even mess with it. But yeah, I hope I answered all your guys' questions in regards to like all the fillers and Botox and procedures I've gotten done on my face, because clearly I've done quite a few. Some that I needed, some that I clearly didn't, but I definitely learned my lesson with that. So yeah, if you guys have any other questions, just leave them down below in the comments. I'll go ahead and reply to as many as I can and give you as much information as I can. Hopefully I included most of every question I've seen on social media. There are a few I didn't reach, but if you do have any questions, just leave them down below. I'll go ahead and comment back. But yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you are not subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button up here, down here. I really don't know where it's at, but subscribe. And we'll see you guys on my next video. Thank you again for watching. I'll see you guys later.